Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of building our mental toughness. So yesterday we talked a lot about the SWOT analysis and how you need to do that. So over the next couple of days, as you're listening to these videos, it's going to give you more instruction as to what you really need to include in your SWOT analysis. So the biggest thing is I want you to take from today's lesson is your why, because for the next 20 some days, 28 days, you're going to be doing and listening on a daily basis. But we need to establish your why, because if you don't have a solid why of the reason you're doing this, why you want to develop a stronger mindset, why you are really doing this, then you're going to fall short. And then that happens, then you become disappointed, you beat yourself up, and then it makes you fearful to move forward. And so what I want us to do for these next 30 days is just dedicate just 30 days. Just say, no matter what's happening, no matter what, even if I don't even do the work, if I just listen to the video every day, if I just do that for 30 days and make that commitment, and when it gets hard, I don't care how hard it's going to get, I'm going to come back to my why, because if our why is big enough, you're going to move forward. Example, if I said, if you completed this course and turned in all the assignments and you would get $1 million, you would do it. So what you're saying to yourself, you making that sacrifice and sticking to something and being committed has a monetary value on it. You would do that over choosing you, your biggest investment. Because if you're not investing in you, then you're still going to be emotionally bankrupt if you did get $1 million. So that's still not going to make you happy. The pursuit of trying to achieve something, if it's not aligned for you and it's not aligning with your reason why, and it's not aligned to the 6 aspects that we talked about and your strengths and your opportunities, if it's not aligned with the dream that you have, then you don't need to be doing it. And so in order for us to get to that point, we have to develop the mental toughness. And in that, we get to eliminate a lot of stress and anxiety. So now I'm going to pull up my notes, because I want to make sure I go over, this curriculum that I created and making sure I'm staying aligned, because any of you that have worked for me and those of you that have not, and this is your first time meeting me, don't know why my camera keeps tripping. But anyway, as I was saying, I have an ADHD mind, so you just seen that. So I try to create my business in a way that works with my ADHD instead of against it. So for me, I know in order for me to stay on track and not get off and take way too long and have y'all going in 90 different directions, I need notes. So I prepare notes for myself so I'm able to work with you all right? And not drive y'all crazy with my mind, because you may not operate in the same mindset as me. So here's the thing I want you to realize is, Do you believe that you can overcome any of your obstacles that you ever endured in life? Well, there's proof because you're standing right now. So your answer to that needs to be a yes, because everything that you've been faced, that weapon did not form against you. It tried, but it did not prosper. That weapon did not prosper. You're still standing. Now, you're probably still holding on to the weapon, terrified to let go of it, and it's cutting you, but we're not going to get into that right now. All right, that's later on. Do you have faith that nothing is going to stop you from achieving your dreams? And do you know how to make those dreams come true? So that's what we're going to kind of be going over these next few days. So I really want you to ask yourself, am I currently happy with my life? Am I pursuing my dreams? Do I give up on what I want? Would my life be better if I knew the secrets to conquering every obstacle? And so the reason this is important is this is going to help you create your why and give you the motivation to stick through this. Because imagine the power you will have if you just trust yourself and accomplish one thing that you set yourself to get you mentally clear so you can move forward in the direction that you want. It is February. We've only been 1 month in to the year. And last year on February 1st, I made a commitment to myself that that was the first year I did not have any regrets, because what I chose I was going to do, I did it. That was my first year of proving to myself that I could do something for 30 days. And it was February 1st that I realized it. And from that point forward, I stayed consistent the whole year. And it wasn't perfect, but it was the first time in my life that I stayed consistent to something that was related to me. Now, I could stay consistent in everything else for everybody else, but when it came for me, that was a whole no-go. And to see that transition, that's where this course was written from, and that mentality and that mindset, like, hey, I'm going to conquer this. I have conquered things before in my life that were much bigger. I've conquered things that some people didn't make it out of, but I'm here. And what I realized is what we're going to be working on a lot is that no one put me in the cage but me. And part of the reasons that I got those lessons is if you could go back and think, you know, as a child, when we were told what we can and can't do, or it's too hard to do that, or only a few people manage to achieve that. Wealth is not possible except for the 1% and a select few. You can't be, this is the great one, you can't be another Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey or whoever else. You can't be those people. That's not who you are. You didn't come from it. And you believe that. You believe it. And that's the beauty. Okay? So now, as we say this, you realize that you're living in a cage too. And I know you're ready to break out of it. And that's what the next 28 days is going to help you do. To break through what is holding you back, to put out our fears, put them to the side, and to go for our dreams. And to let absolutely nothing, I mean nothing, stand in the way. We're going to stop living someone else's life and start living our lives. Aren't you ready to do that? But what happens is we feel stuck, caged, imprisoned by the naysayers, the fears, the obstacles. But what if I can help you create the solution that works for your life, not my life. I can't tell you how to heal you. All I can do is teach you and guide you and give you the information that is given to me to explain to you. That's all I can do. I can't make you get up and work out every morning. I could do anything. I can try to text you, call you, bother you. But unless if you want to get out of that bed and go work out, there is nothing I can say or do. No matter what my solution looks like, it's not going to be your solution. But what I am good at is removing all this stuff from you, assisting in that, teaching you how to remove it so you can figure out what solution works best for you. Okay, that is what we're going to be working on. And I'm going to give you some of the journey, that some of the parts of the journey that we're going to do, is because I want this to be a life-changing course for you. I want you to be able to go through this and your whole life change. And I think that was what I told you the other day. That was my intention. So some of the things that you're going to learn throughout these next 28 days is the surprising ways to achieve your goals regardless of your obstacles, how to remove every fear that you encounter, how to get creative when you start hitting a wall, how to believe in yourself when you feel frustrated, techniques for overcoming failure to reach the success you deserve, how to be self-motivated every single day. Imagine what your life would be like if you were self-motivated and you could get up every day motivated. The secret reasons: grit always trumps over talent. Yes, your grit, it will always trump your talent. Okay, the surprising alternative to quitting, and how to write your own success story. So by the end of this, you're going to be able to do this. And these are just some of the things that I came up with, but I have absolutely what you're going to discover as you navigate through this powerful journey that is going to absolutely change your life if you just stick with it. If I can say anything to you, think about this. What you have been doing has not worked for you. It has been difficult. You have had stumbles. Yes, you've had some good times, but you've had a lot more low times than you had high times in your mind. And you'll start something and you give up on it. But what would happen is that vision that you see over there of all this life that you know you want and you're waiting for? What if you just staying committed to this one thing, just one thing, for 30 days? Because the thing is, and this may sound a little harsh, but you can't be something that you can't see. You've never felt unconditional love. You have never chosen you. You feel uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Your comfort zone is around you. When you go through and you do something different and you push yourself, you expand your comfort zone. And the more you get uncomfortable and navigate through it and push through it, the bigger your comfortable zone continues to grow. And what happens when our comfort zone grows? We become confident. And that's what you want. You want confidence to do whatever you want. But that's got to include a lot of dedication and commitment to you. You have been committed to everybody else. It is not going to break the world for you to commit to yourself just one time a day for 30 days. And guess what? What if this is part of your destiny? What if in 20 years you could look back and say, that Dr. Hodges, she did this video to teach me how to get mentally tough. And at that time, that's what flipped the switch in my mind and turned on the vision of my dreams. And it no longer looked like a reality, that it absolutely looked attainable. And that was when you were set free, when you stopped listening to all of those fears and being discouraged by your obstacles and became the person you were truly destined to be. I'm telling you, this is your moment. Now is your moment. You're standing at the fork of the road and it's asking you, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep down this road where you have been traveling? And we already know we're going to end up right back here at this fort. We know that this is a loop. Or are we going to come over here and try something different, completely different? This is the door to your freedom. I am standing in front of you, offering you the one thing that I know all of y'all desire and want, and that's your freedom. I am standing here today and I'm telling you, if you stick to this for 30 days and you give it your all, that at the end of 30 days, you will feel a sense of freedom. That is your reward. That's worth more than $1 million. That is priceless. And that is what you desire. And so right now, I'm giving you the damn key. Cancel, clear, delete, damn. I'm giving you the key to this cage that you've put yourself into. If the door is open, what are you going to do? Are you going to walk out? Or are you going to keep staying there? The choice is yours. And so with that, I leave you with love and light, happiness, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow for day 3. I am so excited to start teaching you all of these tools that it's going to change your life. Talk to you soon. Later.